What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have got a very interesting watch for review. I have seen on the streets at least 2 to 3 people wearing this watch. This watch is an Aviator watch, Aviator quartz watch that is given to people in Singapore that have completed their national service or military service obligations, and additional about 10 additional years from after their active duty. Alright, so this watch wears big, and this is seen on my 6 1/4 inch wrist. I don't really dig a watch with the rotating bezel look. Alright, so let's just I didn't take measurements, but let's just talk about the dial. You can see that big Aviator logo at the 12 o'clock position, highly reminiscent of an Invicta possibly. Alright, the lume, just take my word for it, the lume is not very good. And the bezel, let me just rotate the bezel for you. Okay, 6 1/4 inch. This is one of two straps that were provided, the other one being a rubber strap. So let me just take off the watch off screen. Alright, so we are with the watch again. We have got on the dial Arabic numerals at the even hour position, and then we have got a fence post minute and hour hand, and a needle second hand that is that has yellow on the tips. All right, so one thing that you will think of is, do the numerals, the angular looking numerals kind of reminds you of the font used for a ball, right? So I can't help but realize that it reminds me of a ball watch, right? Let's just look at the bezel, crunchy bezel sound, right? So this is a unidirectional bezel with a lot of crunchy sound, right? And we have got a sign crown on the side, brush polishing, and a case back, a solid case back that tells me thank you for your service to the nation. All right, 100 meters water resistant. The crystal, the information about the crystal is that it is sapphire coated. All right. So what else can I say? You can unfortunately or fortunately you can get this watch online on Carousel. People do sell it, so it is not that limited in supply. All right. So the downside of the watch is that I feel that even for a quartz, it's not well made. I mean, Casio probably can do better with the movement. All right, you can see, let me just zoom in on the second hand. It doesn't hit the mark, does it? Does it hit the mark? It's getting in between, like it scores a goal, the second hand is just keeps getting between the position, the second position. All right, so let me zoom out. What else can I add? All right, so another thing is that at least if you go on to the Singapore forums, you realize that the older version, the older watches that were given out before this, I think they gave out a Swiss watch company, also a quartz, and before that they gave out a Hamilton quartz. All right, so I think the Hamilton quartz really is that watch you should be looking out for. Unfortunately, I think they stopped giving it out in the last 10 years, at least in the last 10 years for this. All right, so the size, it's a chunk of a watch, so I'm not sure why they gave a leather strap. Right, 22 strap, is it? Yes, it's a 22 black width. All right, so expected to be worn by a guy with a very chunky wrist, and that's not me. Alright, so maybe this is better worn on on the rubber strap that is supplied. So it is for an outdoor kind of person, although the loom may disappoint. Alright, so that's all I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.